We have waited for so long, and finally, the next installment in the Flight Simulator franchise is now upon us. This is Flight Simulator 2020, and oh my god, it is everything I have ever wanted out of a simulation. This game, it's not even like, it's just unreal. It's so detailed. The lighting, the world, the simulation effects, physics, everything. Real-time weather data, real-time plane data and traffic. It's so cool, and I cannot wait to show you this game. But first things first, before we do anything else, there's something I need to change. That's more like it. Yes. Much better. So if you don't know, this is the old Flight Simulator X music, and it is glorious. I am gonna keep this on. So much better. But yeah, I am running this on ultra settings, so everything is bumped up to the maximum. I'm also playing in 1440p, and I did a quick test and it was running at about 30 FPS, so not bad. Everything is all in real time, fully loaded. And one more thing, I have also ordered the Landmarks London City Pack DLC, so that London looks vastly better, which is what we're going to be covering in this video, as I am going to be flying from Southend Airport all the way to London City Airport, which unfortunately I haven't yet bought the pack for, which is where is it? There is already a London City Airport DLC pack, but I haven't bought that yet, so we're just gonna have the generic one. And this is also the standard edition, so I do not have the high detailed Heathrow Airport either. But all of the airports in the game, even the ones that are not handcrafted, are still excellent looking. Believe me when I say that, it's still amazing. So let's get right into this. Go onto the world map, and you're given the entire Earth to play with. You can go anywhere on the planet, even Antarctica, or the north, the deserts, anywhere. But as I said, I'm going from Southend Airport to London City Airport. So I am going to start off not there. I'll have to find the right one. There it is. No, it isn't. That's not it. That's it. I'm going to set that as departure. And on arrival, I am going to set... Where's London City Airport? That as arrival. And basically, before we land though, I'm also going to take a fly around. Now this is actually a real plane, so you can actually see this plane in the game. All these green planes, they're real, and everything's in real time as well. So if I check flight conditions, you can see here, I'm going to set weather and time to live, air traffic to live. I'm not going to have multiplayer on for now. Maybe in a future video we can try that. But yeah, I can't wait. I haven't actually explored London. All I've done so far is quickly flown to my house, and that's it. After spending ages setting up my joystick and all of the settings.
Southend Tower Day or Alpha Sierra X-Ray Golf Sierra Alpha ready at runway 23 west departure.
There we go. Would you look at that? Right, let's just let the game stabilize a second. Okay, we're on the runway. That's nice, I don't have to taxi off. Right, let's remove the parking brake. Did I do it? I pressed it. I definitely pressed it. I'm going to assume I did. Anyway, so to fly with, I am going to be using a ancient Wingman Force 3D joystick by Logitech. So this is a very, very old flight stick that used to have force feedback, but it doesn't work anymore. But all the controls still work, and if I go here, you can see I'm moving it around. It is a bit sensitive, and it's also a bit run down, so it's not perfectly smooth as, say, a newer one would be. But it still works, and provides a more realistic experience than a Xbox controller, which I'll probably use for more casual flying in the future. Why? What's that? What's beeping? Ah, shut up. I'm just going to ignore that. So anyway, I am currently in this little plane here on the runway of Southend Airport, and we are going to be taking off towards Heathrow Airport. Everything looks good. I've already been cleared for takeoff, so I don't have to worry about air traffic control. There's the VFR map. I'm going to move that because it's in the way. So if you see here, I'm going to be flying from there all the way to London over there, following the River Thames. Right. So we are getting somewhere between 20 and 30 frames per second, with the recording on, mind you. So, let's go. I'm throttling up. Take off the brake. There we go. Did I put too much power? I think I did. Oh, okay. Now, I am definitely not a pilot, so this is not going to be the smoothest of takeoffs or anything. So don't expect too much from me, okay? I definitely fall into that more gamer category. Right, full speed. Right. Right, there we go. Let's go up. And I'm going to put my landing gear up. I'm going to throttle down a tiny bit now that we're off the runway. Flaps. Okay. So I haven't actually done all of the tutorial or anything, so I don't know the proper procedure. I want to get rid of the air traffic controller now. Right. So yeah, we are now flying over Southend. A few stutters now and again. But look at this game. This is on ultra settings and it just looks so good. There's so much detail. Oh, okay, I'm turning a bit too much. I'm not going to be using autopilot because, frankly, I don't know how to. So I'm just going to be using the visual flight rules map to navigate, and I need to put GPS tracking on, otherwise I'm going to end up going off screen. Oh, okay. Bit windy. This is all using the real weather data, so this is the actual weather that it would be like right now. So yeah, I am not going to bother too much with being realistic because, like I said, I'm not a pilot. I don't know how to do everything realistically. I have a few tiny assists on, but nothing much, and there is still some damage elements active. So I can get damaged if I overstress the plane or do anything specific. What's that? I don't know what it's telling me about. I can't see any points of interest. So yeah, for now we're just going to have a nice casual fly. I think I need to move the trim a bit. I'm gonna raise it up a little bit. Oh no, that's down. Okay, I want up. Not too much. Oh, not that much. Okay. Oh, right, let's stay above the clouds then. That looks good. I have actually let go of the controls right now. Ah, yeah, reduce airspeed. I think I'm high enough now. Just gonna turn a little bit to the left so I can see the Thames. Just helps me navigate where I am. So yeah, we are now above the first layer of clouds. Look at that. It just looks so pretty. Let's go inside the cabin. Can I zoom out a bit, please? There we go. So beautiful. Wow. I wish I could sort of look around a bit easier. But if I let go of the joystick, it's extremely sensitive, so it doesn't center very well, and I'll end up moving. So if I let go, it will just sort of do that, and then it will start to dip.
Stall.
Oh. No, I'm not stalling. Shut up. What are you on about? Yeah, we are very high right now, and I am also going a little bit off course. Oh, no, it wants me to reduce my airspeed a bit. Yeah. About halfway, I think, should be good. A bit less. There we go. Okay, that doesn't really... because I'm only moving that a tiny bit there. There we go. Thurrock Airfield. Wow. Just look at that, though. So cool to see. Oh. It freezes now and again when you switch camera. But yeah, I'm getting 38 FPS now above the clouds. Wait till we get to London, though. That's when the lag will hit. So yeah, I'm not going to directly land at City Airport. I want to have a fly around London first, and then I'll attempt the landing. I say attempt, specifically. Don't expect too much of a perfect landing. Wow. I used to play Flight Sim X a lot, back in like 2012, 2013. And I think in 2015 I actually made a short YouTube video on that as well. You can find that in my old videos playlist, but otherwise it is currently unlisted. But yeah, times have changed very much since then, and look where we are now. And I thought Flight Sim X looked realistic with the base content back then. This is just astonishing. So nice, fluffy clouds, and it looks like there's a bit of a storm over there as well. Wow. And of course I can go down really close to the ground. All of these buildings down there are fully 3D modelled. Although, as this area does not contain photogrammetry data, the buildings are not exact replicas, but they are pretty decent placeholders which fit the environment quite well. So honestly, there's really not anything to complain about. Unfortunately though, it would have been so much better if they had used Google Maps, as I know for a fact that there is in fact photogrammetry data for this area on there, as I have checked that before. But Bing Maps doesn't have that. And obviously it makes sense for Microsoft to be using Bing Maps instead of Google Maps, even though it is inferior in many ways. But you know what, it still does a pretty decent job, so hopefully in the future as well this will push them to vastly improve their 3D maps and provide so much more data. Wow, look at this, going into a cloud. can't see anything. Oh, this is actually scary. So I can't tell if, like, other than for the screen, whether I'm facing up or not. So I'm literally relying on the screen right now to orient myself. Oh, I'm falling a little bit there. Wow. How do I know what my trim is from here? Because I saw it on the other display. But I can't tell with this. I also don't really know how to use the flaps properly. I'll work that out. I have bound the buttons to my joystick. So amazing though. You can slightly see the ground down there. Oh, lag spike. Might be loading in. When I start loading in London, that's when I'll feel the lag. But 30 FPS is pretty acceptable for this. It's really not a problem. And 20 is still manageable. As long as it's not running at like 10, even though I used to play Flight Sim X at like 10. Oh, London City, there we go. It's coming into view. Alright, I think I'm going to go a bit lower now so I'm not in the clouds so much. Must be a cloudy day over London then. It's pretty clear where I am at the moment though. Let's throttle back a bit. This is so cool. Okay, I'm going to go into third person because I want to see these landmarks from the DLC pack I bought. I'm going to make sure it was worth my money, but there is no refunding add-ons unfortunately. So it better be. Yeah, I think I can see something that was part of the add-on pack. Oh, there it is. London City. There's the airport runway that I'll be landing at soon. But for now, I am not going to touch that yet. You can see the turbulence there. I'm actually holding the stick completely straight and still. But now and again it catches a bit of wind, which is all realistically simulated. Wow. So impressive. Right, let's go into the main city and take a look at central London from the skies. There's the Thames Barrier, which isn't in the base game, but I've added it with the DLC. Oh my god. Oh, I'm getting a little bit slow now. Just gonna raise my airspeed a tad. Well, you know what? Actually, I don't need to. I can lower that safely. Right, gonna get a few lag spikes while the terrain loads in. Look at that. Oh. So yeah, in the base game, London's lacking a lot of detail, and things like Buckingham Palace is more like the Palace of flats, as it's literally just a whole bunch of office blocks or flats or something in one square, instead of the shape of the palace. So, but that's fixed with the add-on pack that I bought, which is pretty cheap really, for all the handcrafted 3D assets that it adds. And I saved some money on the Premium Deluxe, so. But yeah, let's take a look then. There's the O2. That is a base game content, so that's actually in the game normally. Look at that. So this is London. Not a handcrafted city, but it's got a few buildings that have been added. There we go. Look at that. So beautiful. Flying over the Thames. Seriously, if I was to turn off the HUD, you would not know that this is like not real. You would just think this is real without actually comparing it to an actual picture. Especially if I'm higher up. The lower you go, obviously, the more you notice the lower resolution of the ground and images, roads and such, but from a distance you literally could not tell anything apart from reality. Oh, okay, there's some wind there. Probably drafts from the water. Oh, I'm running a little bit slow now. I'm going to slightly raise the throttle there. Wow, there's the Shard and London Tower Bridge. Have they fixed the bridges? Because I know in the base game there are a lot of bridges that are like underwater. Even including the London Bridge. And yeah. But I know Tower Bridge and Tower of London are both base content. So both of those are actually in the main game without the DLC pack. But the DLC pack fixes a lot of the issues with London. So you have all of these buildings here. Stuff like the walkie-talkie. Those are not in the base content. And these bridges, yeah, they're DLC because I know they were messed up in the actual game. Which is nice to see them fixed. And there's the London Eye. And obviously Big Ben and the Houses of Parliament. Wow. Look at that. Oh, this is so exciting. There's a few things that are underwater in the Thames because they're boats that were sitting there in the map pictures and they haven't been 3D rendered, so they just become flat images. Wow. Yep, they fixed the bridge in the add-on pack. No, I'm not stalling. Not now. Speed up. Big Ben. And the London Eye. Wow. There's a cathedral. Flying over Big Ben. Before they put the scaffolding up for repairs. This is so amazing. And like, I can go anywhere in the world and just fly over it and explore. That bridge is slightly underwater. Oh, okay. I better pay attention to where I'm going. Otherwise, I'll be in the water. But yeah, while obviously it's not absolutely perfect, as if you're literally flying, it is more than close enough to be perfectly recognizable, clear, and still absolutely amazing for current technology. And I absolutely can't wait to play this in VR when it comes out, either the end of the year or next year. I know it launches with the HP Reverb 2, so there will be VR support then, but that's only for that one headset. For some strange reason they're doing that. Probably just an exclusivity deal since it is owned by Microsoft. But yeah, when I eventually am able to do this in VR, it is going to be absolutely awesome. But yeah, that's the Central London Thames flyover. I'm just going to go a bit longer and I'm going to circle back around and land at the city airport. Just taking in a bit more of the landscape over here. All that detail, everything. Like I said, I have actually been to my house and had a look at it, and it's all there. It's not an exact replica, but there is a building where my house is, in the same size and position. And also in the cockpit, you also really cannot tell reality from game. It's just so nicely made. There's that tower over there. I don't remember the name of it. Actually, where's Buckingham Palace? I don't actually know the location of it. And I didn't notice that as we went past, so I'm going to take a bit more of a fly around just to see what we can spot. Seriously though, this is so epic. I'm going to spend so many hours on this game. Ah, There it is. Yes, so that has been fixed and we now actually have Buckingham Palace. Nice. And you can also land literally anywhere if you wanted to. Like if it's flat enough terrain. You could just go and land on a road if you wanted to. I saw a video where someone landed at Disney World Florida on Main Street. I'll probably end up doing that. I know that that place has got photogrammetry data, so all of the models are there, although they do look a bit shoddy just due to the way that the photogrammetry technology works instead of being handcrafted. But the more places that get handcrafted scenery like this, the better, because places will look absolutely stunning with all this extra detail in, like London does now. Without it, it looks okay. It's still recognizable and you can still spot areas, but it's not quite got the full extent of the detail otherwise. But yeah, so that's London. Let's go find City Airport again so I can go ahead and take a landing. Ah, there it is. As I'm already pretty much the right positioning from it, I'm going to land this way even though I'm not supposed to. I'm meant to land the other way. Let's actually open up air traffic controller. London City, Tune City Tower, request full stop landing. Okay. Right, I'm gonna lower my things. Okay, my flap button doesn't want to work, so I can't adjust the flaps as I don't know what the keyboard control is for it either. So, oh yeah, landing gear. Let's get that out. Look at that. Okay, we are coming in way too steep, I think. Or maybe I am coming from the right direction. Oh wow, this is way too steep. Nah, I'm not coming in the right direction. Yeah, you know what, fine, I'll go round. It's a bit too fast and a bit too steep. I'll give it time to sort of slow me down. Alright, let's just go around. Oh, weather's getting a little bit hazy now. I'm gonna hide you. Right. Good luck to me then on this landing. Gonna attempt to carry this out. Oh, I got an achievement. I'll have to have a read of that later, because I don't know what I did. Okay. Have I...
Stall.
No.
Stall. 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 Stall.
We are not stalling.
Stall.
We're fine. Everything's fine.
Air Golf Sierra Alpha, did you copy?
Oh, what? What do you want? Not now. Oh, I forgot to acknowledge. Yep, landing gear's coming out. Hopefully in time. Okay, we're gonna overshoot this. Meant to have 2 reds, 2 greens. Or, yeah, whatever. Or the white lights there. Yeah, we're way too hot on this landing. Right, whatever, it's gonna be a bumpy ride. I'm gonna have to do maximum braking. Oh no, I'm gonna overshoot. I wanna land though. Oh. Yeah, no, that's an overshoot. Right, I'm gonna have to take off again. That wasn't safe. Not at all. It's good. I've saved it. Okay, I need to come in a bit further away and slower. This is my first landing though. There's a good look at the Thames barrier. Alright. Final attempt. Okay, let's do it in this view this time. Okay, I'm currently at the right height, I believe. Is there a way to make my camera a little bit higher? Ah, there is. That's nice. Oh god, I'm going way too fast still. Let's slow this down a bit. Extremely. Oh, I'm coming in way too high again. Way too high. Whatever, let's just go for it. Probably gonna crash. We'll see. Come on, get us down a bit. Oh, worse than a Ryanair landing. Oh, that was a smash. Oh, I've broken the plane. Oh, yeah. Don't ever let me fly your plane. Oh, stop before the runway. Oh, that was dead stick landing. Well, at least we're on the ground.